just from you watching this, it's not about me showing off or anything, but just about you watching this and realizing the importance planning your trades and then waiting for those trades to develop as part of your plan, and then taking those trades. As I woke up, I identified prices still trading below these levels here. I'm looking for the market sentiment to illustrate to me bearish behavior. This means that on the lower time frames, the markets are trending beautifully to the downside. So once I scale to the 5 minutes, look here. As I scale to the 1 minute, look here. I'm looking to isolate a level in the market where price is failing to break below. This is the most important factor to me. I can also identify that the market is failing to break below. That means that if the market does start to break below some of these areas here, then there's a high chance we're going to continue bearish. With everything in mind, the idea is now, if I take this trade, there's a very high chance that price is going to continue bearish back down to this low, and all I'm anticipating is the market to do that. I mean, to be honest with you guys, it looks like this market is winding up for a pullback based on how structure forms. After every push phase, you have an exhaustion. Based on GU, we're failing to break. Based on GJ, we're failing to break. Based on Euro Yen, we're failing to break. Current behavior of the market since the morning has been bullish over here, has been bullish over here, and has been bullish over here. I know there's a level in the market that price will need to break through in order to validate my bias. Then I'm going to need to see a couple of things. First thing's a behavioral change. Behavioral change meaning I need price to get out of this consolidation and range. At the moment, we've created a structural high, structural low, failed to break, and now we're attempting to break the highs. If the markets continue to push bullish into the New York sessions, I know that there's a high chance that we're going to continue higher back into 36.75. Coming over to pound JPY, what we can add to the confluence here is that the yen is failing to make new lows. We've identified that on pound JPY. We've also identified that on euro yen. You can use an hourly time frame. You can identify the sentiment of the market, which at this moment in time is currently bullish behavior. Isolate a structural high where price is failing to break. Identifying the targets where you think price could come back to if it does pull back today. Identify the behavior of the market, which is a bullish trend. Plan of action is as simple as break above retest, continuation for break even, potential target. We've identified that the sentiment of the market has been pushing bullish since yesterday. That's just obviously been a sign of dollar strength. In an instance like this, as we break above these levels towards the New York session, we can identify that dollar is taking over. So the first thing we say to ourselves when we start to push bullish is, can we break above the last low? Can we get above the lower highs? And then can we hit the final targets? This is how you should approach your trading really. Based on the sentiment of the market right now, we are identifying that the dollar is stronger than the yen here. I anticipate that if the market continues to push bullish and break above some of these structural highs or holds a retest level in the market where price creates a support, then I personally believe that the market is more likely to continue bullish than it is bearish as part of my plan today. Okay, that's how I would approach USD JPY. Euro yen helps back my analysis on USD JPY because we can see that the sentiment of the market is showing signs that the yen is not continuing to break new lows. New highs are being formed and previous behavior is bullish, meaning that if the markets now can start to break above some important levels here, which is the last lower high in this downtrend, then there's a very high chance that we're going to continue pushing bullish back to these highs. Using USD JPY as a confluence to identify what the sentiment of the market is doing is to wait for price to break above 129.78. And if we start breaking above 179.28, then I can look for buys all the way up to this structural high. This is only a pullback trade. I'm not going against the trend. I will just be focusing on the intraday trend, which currently is telling me, based on the behavior of the market and how the structure is forming, that there's a higher chance we're continuing to push bullish and not bearish. But understand, Monday, Tuesday, you're more likely to have push phases. Wednesday, you have pullback. Thursday, you continue to have the push phases. That's usually how the market moves. Again, it's not 100% going to work like that every time, but more often than not, Monday, Tuesday, push phase, Wednesday, pullback, Thursday, continuation. Okay? What we're identifying here on USD CAD is that the structure of this market is failing to break highs. We have a very, very important level here in the market where prices failed to break below. Previous sentiment of the market is showed bearish behavior. The anticipation is if price starts to break below an important level here in the market, which is 26.76, then there's a high chance we come back to the consolidation level here in the market. Current trend on the market is breaking previous lows, bearish behavior, potential lower high, and if we start breaking lows, there's a continuation down to the support level before potentially continuing the overall higher time frame trend.